Hey there, folks! Welcome back to Product Critique, the channel where we dive deep into the latest tech gadgets to give you the lowdown on whether they're worth your hard-earned cash. Today, we're taking a look at the HHKB Studio, a keyboard that's shaking up the game with some unique features. Let's dive in. First off, let's talk design. The HHKB Studio sports that classic HHKB layout, which is beloved by programmers for its efficiency. But this keyboard isn't just about typing. It's an all-in-one input device, according to the company. What does that mean? Well, it's got a pointing stick, gesture control pads, and even hot swappable switches. But more on that later. Now, one of the biggest departures from previous HHKB models is the absence of the beloved Topre switches. Instead, you'll find custom linear switches made by Kyle. They're smooth and relatively silent, but they might not please die-hard Topre fans. However, the hot swappable PCB means you can customize the switches to your heart's content. But what sets the HHKB Studio apart are its input options. It's got gesture control pads along the sides and bottom, as well as a pointing stick reminiscent of those found on ThinkPads. Now, I'll be honest, the pointing stick took some getting used to, but once I got the hang of it, it was surprisingly intuitive. And the gesture control pads? Well, they're surprisingly useful, especially on a compact keyboard like this. In terms of connectivity, the HHKB Studio offers both wireless and wired options. It connects via Bluetooth and can also be used as a wired peripheral via USB-C. And while the wireless connection was solid in my testing, I wouldn't recommend it for gaming due to latency issues. Now, let's talk construction. The HHKB Studio is well built, with a sturdy feel and a sleek charcoal gray design. It's got anti-slip rubber on the back to keep it in place, and you can adjust the angle with flip-up feet. Plus, it comes with 4 Ah batteries and a USB-C cable for wired use. So, what's the bottom line? The HHKB Studio is certainly an interesting keyboard, but it's not without its flaws. The absence of Topre switches might disappoint some, and the price tag is on the steep side. But if you're in the market for a compact keyboard with some unique input options, it might just be worth a look. Well, folks, that's all for today's review of the HHKB Studio. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more in-depth product critiques. Until next time, happy typing!